So I'm here with a victim of identity theft. I'm really sorry for what happened to you. Could you tell us what exactly happened?
Yeah, so what happened was I was a victim of identity theft where my bank account was taken over by a scammer.
And how did this happen?
Well, it happened whilst I was at school. I was sat alone and I was working away at a computer. I never usually had my phone out, but I needed to look at the work that I'd taken a photo of. If I hadn't had my phone out, it might not have actually happened, but my phone rang and I answered it. I didn't really look at the name because I didn't have time, but I have since realised that it was actually an unknown number. Once I answered the phone, the caller began explaining to me who they were and what they were doing. They were saying that they were from my bank and already knew a lot of information about me. They had mentioned that they were trying to do some sort of thing to my internet banking account. I guess in the moment I never thought anything about it, so I just began giving them my information.
So what sort of answers did you give them? Was it personal?
Yeah, I mean, it started with basic questions, then it began to get slightly more detailed. They began asking me for passwords and addresses and my national insurance number, things like that.
So when was it that you realised that you had been scammed, and how did you find out about identity theft?
Well, it was a couple of days later. My sister and I were texting each other, and she reminded me to get a present for our mum's birthday. I completely forgot about it. When it came to the checkout, that's when I started coming to find the problems. My card details were coming up as invalid, and I just began to become a little bit worried, especially as I was in such a hurry to get this gift. So I decided to ring my bank up to see what the problem was.
So did the bank help you at all once you told them what the matter was?
No, you see, they thought that I'd spent it all, but I'd made it clear that I didn't spend anything. When they finally got back to me, they were telling me that there was nothing they could do, but that my details had been taken and used to transfer all my money and redirect all transactions into another account that is protected, and it was a case of identity theft.
So we understand that you were the one that broke the news about the theft. What can you tell us about identity theft?
Oh, identity theft can happen at any age. Identity fraud occurs every 2 seconds and has risen greatly since 2013. To avoid identity theft is to freeze your credit card, which is also going to help your family or other linked accounts from any damage or harm caused by identity fraud.
So what did you do once you realised that someone had taken your account and all the money in it? Did you manage to get your money back?
Well, I told my sister, and she was freaking out. She was the first to tell me what to do, and being only 17 and not experienced with this sort of stuff, I just did what she told me. She told me that I should call the police as soon as possible. I did it, and it was pretty straightforward. Although I haven't been able to get my money back yet, I still managed to give the police as much information to try and figure out who did it, and to see if they can try and trace it, to see if they've done it to anyone else.
Police, please.